My child, I am releasing provision into your life right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, as my voice reaches you, I am opening doors that no hand can shut. Doors of provision and doors of chance. There are doors that have been locked for years. My life is being turned around right now because I have the key. Do you feel it? Up there where we can't see, something is moving. It's moving for you. Things are being freed up and paths are being made clear. The things that were stopping your growth are falling apart as I speak. This is not a promise for a long time from now. This is taking place right now. I saw every single thing you did to open these doors by yourself. You pushed and knocked. You did everything you could have done. I'm here to tell you something that will make you feel better. You don't have to push it anymore. I've taken care of this myself, so you don't have to fight alone anymore. No one in heaven or on earth can shut a door that I open. No plan can open a door that I've closed. The door that you hit 1,000 times. The one that wouldn't give up, I'm going to open it for you. The chance that didn't seem possible, it's coming toward you with me. The source you couldn't find is already here, and I marked it for you. It's moving. It's on its way. It's already on its way. Pay close attention, because I want you to know why you're hearing this today. You didn't just happen to find these words. I set up this moment. When I called you here, it was because your time has come, and I don't want you to miss it. Sometimes, heaven looks down on a single life, and I move with extra power for that person. This is one of those times for you. You're not hearing a message that's not meant for you. You are hearing me. I know you've been waiting a long time. I remember the prayers you said in the dark, and when you were too tired to finish them. I remember the days when you woke up with a heavy heart and held it there all day without telling anyone. I didn't miss any of it. I didn't keep quiet just because I wasn't there. I stayed close and worked in places you couldn't see, getting things ready for when the time was right. It's now time. Read what I'm writing. I'm not going to fix the old thing. I'm not going to give you a little help so you can limp another mile. I'm making the ground you walk on different. I'm writing over the terms of your agreement again. I'm making a river where there was a trickle. You will pour where you rationed. You will stand up and thank God where you hid. Think about Elijah, my servant, who is by the stream. He was still alive when the brook dried up, because I had already told a widow in Zarephath to take care of him. The answer was there before he even knew he was missing it. That's how I do things. The supply is ready before it is needed. We are not in a hurry to put together your answer. It has been looking forward to today. Think about the manna that people ate in the desert. When my people woke up in the morning, the food was just lying on the ground like frost. They didn't plant it. They didn't deserve it. They got what I had already given them. You should live this way with open hands instead of closed fists, taking each day what my faithfulness leaves for you. I want you to pay attention to how I open doors. Not often do they look like you thought they would. That door you've been picturing for so long might not look like the one I'm opening for you. So keep your eyes open and your heart soft. The small link could hold the key to the whole puzzle. On an ordinary day, something out of the ordinary could happen. Joseph's last morning in prison looked a lot like any other morning when he woke up in his cell. He was in front of Pharaoh by the time it got dark. Everything changed in one day and one door. This is not the time to judge your future based on what is happening now. The situation you're in is the old chapter. I'm the author, and I've already started writing the next one. Everything you see is the scenery of a season coming to an end, not a sign of what's to come. Before I decide what to do for you, I don't look at your bank records. I use my own faithfulness as a guide, and it has never run out. In this first hour, here's what I want from you. Stop getting ready to be let down. You've taught your heart to be ready for the worst, so hope can't hurt you again. It's heavy now, though, and it keeps out more than just pain. It keeps expectation out, and expectation is the open door that my provision loves to come in through. Get rid of the armor. Give yourself hope again. I never waste hope because I don't make people hungry. There is no way I am going to feed. You don't have to act like the pressure isn't there. The stress is real. My word, though, is stronger. My words become the heaviest things in the lives of those I speak over. More heavy than the debt. More powerful than the fear. More heavy than the years of struggle. Let me talk about your life now. Take this hour as it comes. A change. A hook that your story hangs from. You came in here with one kind of life. I want you to leave with another one in your hand. Listen to every word I say today. Because each one is a roadblock, I'm putting things down under you. Do you feel anything in your heart? If so, please answer me now. If you believe I'm making things possible for you right now, say Amen, Lord. I get it. Let me talk about what I saw now. Because you've done a lot of this by yourself. And it's time for you to know that I knew everything. I was in the room with you when you couldn't sleep. I saw you look up at the ceiling, adding the same numbers over and over, as if they were going to be different. They didn't. With each count, the weight on your chest got heavier. You rolled over. You said a prayer. The prayer would sometimes come out all at once. Sometimes my name was only said once into the dark. Listen up. The one word got through to me just as clearly as the longest prayer. I saw you quickly open and close your wallet. You didn't open the envelope and left it on the table for 3 days because you knew what it said. At the market, I saw you do the quiet math by moving something to make room for something else. You didn't think anyone saw. I saw it. I also saw the harder thing, the secret thing you won't tell anyone, the acting up. There were people who love you with you, and you told them you were okay. Even though something inside you was shaking, you kept your voice steady. You shared what little you had because you were too ashamed to say that it was almost gone. You had to carry 2 weights at once, the lack itself and the loneliness of keeping it a secret. I saw both, and neither made me want to judge you. They made me do something. Know this about my silence. It was never a lack of interest. It doesn't bother a farmer in the winter. He needs to wait for the ground to get ready. During the hardest time of your life, I worked in places you couldn't see. Putting people in places you haven't met yet. Lining up things that had to be lined up. Holding back things that would have crushed you. And letting only what you could bear happen. Things that should have broken you didn't. It wasn't luck. That was my hand. Finally, hear the word I've been dying to say over you. The job is done. The long time when you didn't have enough in your life is over. Things changed not because they did on their own, but because I said so. And once I say something, nothing on or below the earth can change my mind. I'm the only one who can argue with me. Anyone who has never been in a fight can file a protest. I've kept my word, and I say the cycle is over. You are no longer bound by the pattern you inherited, the one that ran through your family like a shadow. It used to be that every gain was quickly erased by a loss, and there was a rhythm of almost enough. I am now breaking that rhythm. It's not allowed to write the next chapter. Sure, a part of you is shaking when you read these words. Hope has already cost you. You had faith once, but the breakthrough didn't happen when you thought it would. After that, you decided to never be that open again. I don't mind that you are careful, but please pay attention to who is talking. Men made promises and broke them. Things promised and then lied to you. Since I'm not a man, I shouldn't lie, and I shouldn't change based on the weather. It really is fall now, when I say that it is. Think about the woman who came to my prophet Elisha with just a small jar of oil and debt collectors at her door. She saw a way out. I saw the start. As the oil poured, it filled one vessel after another. It stopped only when there were no more vessels to fill. I never had enough of the lack. I want you to bring me all of your empty boxes. The hopes you gave up, the dreams that died, and the plans that were never carried out. I still have oil in my car. Think of my people at sea, with the water in front of them and the army behind them. There is no way to move forward. That day, reason wasn't asked. They were able to walk through the water after I split it up. Your case may look like it's sealed on all sides. Sealed is where I work most clearly, because when the way opens, there's no doubt that it was me. In other words, let the stress start to ease off tonight. Worrying has kept you awake at night, like a guard who doesn't want to sleep because they're afraid the walls will fall down. It was never there. I am in charge of the walls. I'd like to trade the watchman's job for a child's rest. The person who keeps you doesn't sleep or slumber, so you can take away the shame too. Lack wasn't a name you were given, it was a season you went through. You're not the amount of money in an account. You are not everything that went wrong. You are mine. I am a God who brings things up and out of pits, prisons, and long winters into sudden spring. What is mine doesn't stay buried. From now on, look first for the little signs. The kindness I didn't expect. The bill that gets solved faster than it should. That thought that comes to you in the dark and won't go away. It's not often that breakthroughs start with a trumpet blast. They start out like the first thin light before dawn. It's easy to miss if you don't look east. Take a look east. I wound up what needed to be wound up. I'm now starting what I've been planning for a long time. The order has been made. The seal is in place. And heaven has written down today as the day your account turned. You should leave this hour lighter than when you came in. You were never supposed to carry that weight, and I'm taking it back from you. If this word hit you where it hurts, don't keep quiet. Say it out loud with your mouth. There is no longer a cycle, I think. Yes, there's something wrong with the way you come to me that needs to be fixed. It has changed how you receive more than you know. You've been coming up to me like a beggar at a stranger's gate. You ask for scraps with your head down and a small voice, and you say sorry for asking. You practice being unworthy before you dare to say what you need. Who taught you that way of standing at my door, my child? It wasn't me. I never made you stand that way. In some point along the way, disappointment and shame put it on you. You've worn it for so long that it feels like your own skin. Allow me to ask you to remove it today. You're not a stranger here at my gate. As a child, you shouldn't beg at the family table when you're with your dad. A kid takes a seat. There are already plans in place in the house for that child. The food, the shelter, the safety, and the name. When my son told the boy, who had just come home from a long trip, remember what the dad did. The boy came in practicing a speech for a servant because he wanted to be hired as a hand. His father wouldn't let him finish what he was saying. The robe was out already. The ring was picked out ahead of time. The feast has already been planned. That's your home. That's your dad. So when you talk to me, raise your head. Come with confidence, not because you deserve to be brave, but because the door was open for you at the highest cost, and it doesn't hurt anyone when you use it. Ask many things. Expect to be warm. A small request doesn't make me more respected. It just shows how little you still think my heart is. I can now talk to you about giving, because you are an heir and not a beggar. Only heirs can give freely. The beggars clutch, heirs are freed. My child, I want you to give some of what you have, something real, to the altar of this work, like putting gold on the scales of this calling. Let it be a seed planted in deep water or an offering set on stone. Don't be afraid to do it. This shows that you trust me to provide, and that your heart is no longer attached to not having enough. When you let go with faith, it stays in your life. It moves ahead of you into the harvest I'm getting ready for. I want to tell you why release is so important in my kingdom. It's not because I don't have anything. I own all the cattle on 1,000 hills and all the gold that is hidden in the ground. I don't need what you have in your hand, but what's in your heart is very important to me. Also, the hand often says what the heart hides. Fear is still in charge when the fist is closed. When someone opens their hand, I know that trust has taken over. You are not losing when you let go. It's time to vote. In this sentence, you say which kingdom you believe in: the kingdom of scarcity, which says there is never enough, or my kingdom, where loaves grow when you break them and water turns into wine when you pour it. Remember the poor woman I watched at the treasury. Rich men gave large amounts of money that didn't cost them anything. I told her that the 2 small coins she gave were worth more than all of them put together. I didn't try to measure it. It was a test of trust. Tomorrow is God's was written on her coin. That is the math of heaven, and it has never been changed. Now, you need to know what your inheritance really is, because it's not just money. We can learn from it. Wisdom for every choice you have to make right now. When Solomon asked for a heart that could understand, I gladly gave it to him and added something else he hadn't asked for. I'm still the same. If you ask me for advice, I won't scold you for it. It has direction in it. The right move at the right time. There are links in it. I put people in your path that you haven't met yet, but will help you open doors that you couldn't open on your own. There is peace in it. That watch over your mind when bad news comes in and the answer is slow to come. You were born with all of this. You can't buy it. You don't try to convince me. You don't have to fast to earn it. You take it like a child takes breakfast at his dad's house, with thanks and no groveling, as if it were a natural gift from a family that has never been hungry. Don't worry that as you draw from it, the supply will run out. The heirs get a share of the earthly estate, but each gets a smaller amount. That's not how my house is split up. The storehouse is still full, and every child gets what they need. Your part doesn't take anything away from anyone else, and no one else can take your part. It was cut out and saved just for you, and your name is still on it. But a gift that isn't claimed doesn't feed anyone. A deed that is hidden in a drawer doesn't build a house. Why do I keep telling you to receive, speak, and act? Because the transfer is complete on my end and only needs yours. Heir's sign for what is already theirs through faith. Put out your hand. Say this about every promise I made today. This is mine. My dad told me so. When the provision starts to come in, don't forget to keep the house in order. You're lucky to be a river and not a lake. Rivers are clean because they are always moving. What I send you will feed more than just your own table, and by feeding others, your own supply will grow again, like how a spring grows again quietly from a source deeper than any drought can reach. When you leave this hour, stand with your shoulders back and your head raised, not in pride, because pride is just fear-wearing perfume, but in the settled pride of a son or daughter who knows where they belong. I own the house. The table is ready. And your seat has had your name on it for a lot longer than you think. I gave you power, and now I want to teach you about it. You've been holding a key and calling it a burden. I didn't use my hands to build the world when I made it. I said it, let there be light, and light did what it was told. That's how my kingdom will be built. And when I made you in my image, I put some of that pattern inside you. Your words aren't just background noise. Those are seeds. They get lost. They change into something. You have been planting seeds with your words every day of your life, and many of the things around you now grew from words you spoke a long time ago. Some of them are yours, and some were said over you by other people. That's why I want you to say what I'm doing, not just think it. Agreeing in silence is the first step, but faith is strongest when it is spoken out loud. People believe with their hearts and confess with their mouths. The answer I gave you before is in the unseen realm, and you are waiting in the visible realm. Your spoken word is a plank in that bridge. When you say what I've said, heaven and earth start to agree, and what was planned above starts to come down. Think about Jericho. Swords and ladders could not break down the walls. My people marched in silence for 6 days, carrying the message I had given them. On the 7th day, they spoke out loud, and the walls came down. The shout did not make the win happen. I had already given the city. It was caught by the shout. It works the same way with your declaration. It doesn't make me want to bless you. That thing reaches out and grabs the blessing I've already sent out. Think about the man who was blind on the road to Jericho. People around him told him to be quiet. He had to be quiet because he needed to. There were many reasons for him to be quiet, but he cried out even more. "Son of David, have mercy on me." His scream stopped me in the middle of the road. The people who told him to be quiet got nothing that day. The person who spoke went home to look. Don't let any voice, inside or outside of you, talk you back into silence. Say what you believe, even if your voice shakes. My hand is still moved by a shaky statement. From now on, pay attention to the words you speak over your life. Stop telling yourself that you will lose. Don't keep telling me that things never work out. This is how things will always be. I'll never get ahead. When you say those things, you're not telling about your life. You are making it happen. Instead, say what I say. My God gives me everything I need. Kindness and goodness are following me. The one who started a good work in me will see it through to the end. Let your mouth agree with what your dad said. Keep an eye on how the air around you starts to change. There's more now. Please take it with a soft heart, because you were never supposed to be the last word in this sentence. I can see the people around you, the people you care about, the ones you pray with, and I tell you straight out, someone close to you is walking through the same valley you have been. Someone who is awake and doing the same math you did. Someone whose smile is stopping a flood. Someone who has got quiet thoughts going. If I've forgotten about them, you feel this pain deep down. That's exactly why you can spot it in someone else when they walk by. Now that my voice has reached you, your heart is making a face, a name. Do not ignore it. That memory is not a random thought. This is where I point my finger. Let me show you who needs this hope. Because I didn't just give you this word to feed you. It was mine to give you. On the side of a hill, I gave my disciples bread to pass on. You also remember what happened to the bread. It got bigger as time went on. Many people could eat 5 loaves, and the pieces that were left over filled 12 baskets. When people share bread, it leads to more bread. In my kingdom, things have always been this way. Bring this hope to them. Say something life-giving to that person. Tell them that the time of lack is over, that I can see them, that I haven't forgotten their address. You don't need to be polite. You need to be willing. I will fill your mouth when you open it for the tired. Know what takes place in the unseen when you do this. You are a part of my answer to a prayer you didn't know about. Prayed on a night you didn't know about. Not many honors are more important than that one. and say this promise over every act of kindness. Those who water others will have water given to them. As they walk, those who carry relief will be at ease. My child, I keep careful books, but not the kind that men keep. Anything merciful that you let go of comes back to you. Held down, mixed up and shaken, going over. You can't forgive me more. It has never been done. Many people have tried, and those who have are the happiest people in my house. Don't wait until you've reached your own breakthrough to help someone else. That's how things work in the world. First, protect yourself. Then help if there's still something. My order isn't the same. Get out of your not yet state. Get you out of your own waiting. A certain kind of strength flows to those who comfort others while still being in the fire themselves. The 3 men in Babylon's furnace were not the only ones in the fire. Neither are you nor the person you will help. Talk about life today. Over yourself first until you believe it in your heart. Then over the person whose face I showed you. It's just one mouth, but my power moves through both of them. Now I'm going to tell you something about yourself that you've kind of known, but never found the right words for. You've never felt the same. You see things that other people walk by. You can tell how people are feeling in a room before they even speak. People around you don't seem to feel as deeply as you do. And there were years when you saw that as a flaw, a weakness, or something strange that needed to be hidden. Pay close attention to your dad. It was never a mistake. I aim to make you sensitive, like a skilled musician aims to make an instrument fine. A soft note can't be played on a rough string. There had to be someone who could hear the little things. So I turned you down a bit. This is one way I talk to you with care. Pay attention when a part of you wants to make a choice before your reasons do. If you feel hesitant about a path, a person, or an offer and can't explain it, don't try to talk yourself out of it right away. Rather than thunder, I often lead my kids by a still, small voice inside me. This is what Elijah learned on the mountain. The rocks were broken by the wind, but I wasn't in it. Even though I wasn't there, the earth shook. The fire roared, but I wasn't in it. After a sound that sounded like thin air, I was still there. My address has not changed. I still live alone. This is why I'm calling you to stillness this season, not just sitting around doing nothing. There's a difference. Not doing anything is like having a room that is empty. Stillness is a place to listen. Your days have been full of sounds, demands, opinions, and worries, all at the same time. My voice doesn't stand out in a crowd. Don't move and know that I am God. A small part of your day should be set aside so that the noise can stay outside and you can just sit with me. You'll be amazed at how clear things get in that room. Things you've been looking for months will finally come to you. Also, know this: you have been placed, not just blessed. Also, there is a difference there. Getting something in your hands is a blessing. A position is a place where I have put you. It's not random where you live, who you know, the hard times you've been through, or the strange mix of what you've been through and what you've learned. It is the placement. Esther did not just happen to show up at the palace. Mordecai told her something, and I will tell you the same thing. Who knows if you've come to this place at this time? You ask me over and over again what your purpose is, but you are already living it. The goal is close by, in a different city, a different decade, or a different time in your life. It starts right here where your feet are right now. So stay awake, my child. Don't be worried. Stay awake. There is a watchfulness that has nothing to do with fear. It's like a servant who knows their boss is close by, or a farmer who knows it's going to rain soon. Keep your lamp trimmed for everyday life. Life's turning points don't usually send messages ahead of time. Joseph didn't know. David didn't know as he brought bread to his brothers. The fisherman fixing his nets by the lake had no idea that things would change when the sun went down. Keep your heart holy and ready, because I love to appear out of nowhere among people who are waiting for me. Remember what's around you as you watch. It's true that you are safer than you thought. When the young man who worked for my servant Elisha woke up one morning, he saw an army circling the city. His heart stopped until he opened his eyes and saw mountains full of horses and fiery chariots. The safety was there before he could see it. It didn't come with his seeing. It's the same with you. You have been kept, my child. You have been kept in dangers you knew about and many more you didn't. Ways you didn't go. Delays that made you mad and helped you out. When they shut, doors that closed in your face protected you. I'll show you how often my hand was on the latch one day. You can be brave because you are being held. Fear has lived in your house for too long, moving your furniture around and deciding which rooms you can enter. They haven't paid rent in months. Give it notice. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Being brave in my kingdom doesn't mean not shaking. You trust the person who called you out of the boat, so you shake and move forward anyway. Peter walked on water for as long as he looked at me. And remember this, he did not drown even when he went down. My hand moved faster than the ocean, still faster than the sea. I want you to hold one more thing about this hour. Some of the things I'm doing in you right now are meant to be kept secret for a while. Mary first didn't tell anyone about the amazing things she heard from heaven. All of these things she kept and thought about in her heart. There is good sense in that keeping. Fresh work is like fresh plants. It roots best when left alone. Listen to what I have to say for a while before you tell other people about it. When the time is right, share it with those who can understand it. You are seen, you are put down. You're being watched. You are getting ready. From now on, let those 4 truths be the walls of the room you live in. If you know this word was meant for you, speak it now to seal it. Yes, I was picked out and kept. I want you to understand what is changing inside you while it is happening, so that you can work with it, instead of being afraid of it. Some conversations that used to hold a lot of weight for you may already feel empty. Some places make you feel tired that they never did before. In your heart, some things you've been after for years have gone quiet, and you can't quite figure out why. Don't worry. You're not getting cold. It's getting clear to you. Your appetite is being changed to fit your assignment. Before I get someone ready for more, I help them let go of less, and a lot of what is leaving you now is just less, making room. This season will have a lot of letting go. I'm also not going to say it doesn't cost anything. Things that you do that are old habits still feel good after a while. When you have old grudges, they feel like things you own, and you don't want to lose them, even though they steal your heart every day. But you can't go any further if your anchor is still down. Forgive those who need it. It's not because the wrong was small, but because the load is too heavy for the trip ahead. Get rid of the old picture of what your life should have been like by now. I'm not taking you back to an old plan. There is a better one coming out, and both hands must be empty to receive it. As the mess goes away, you'll be able to see things more clearly. You'll start to be able to tell the difference between what's real and what's just shiny. You will know the difference between a voice that feeds you and one that makes you feel good. There is no suspicion here. Fear that looks like suspicion, and I'm not going to give you fear. This is the quiet daughter of discernment and wisdom. She will protect you from tables you were never meant to sit at and detours that look like lives. Always listen to her when she whispers. The way she talks sounds like me. In this next season, your peace is not a luxury. Keep it safe like a watchman keeps a city safe. It's useful gear. The things that matter in life come from the heart, so take great care of it. Not everything is worthy of entry. You don't have to be at every argument. Not every offense needs a response. You are slowly learning how strong a door that is shut and how beautiful silence can be. My son stood in front of Pilate and didn't fight back. Heaven didn't think less of him because he was quiet. You can win some battles by choosing not to fight them. You are also becoming more patient. Even though it grows, patience never feels like growth. You have begged me many times to hurry up, and I have heard you. But hear what I have to say. I'm not just getting a blessing ready for you. I'm getting you ready for a blessing, and the second work is more important. Giving help before the person is ready turns into a burden with a bow on it. A lot of people have been crushed by answers that came before they were ready. I love you too much to decorate a house that isn't even close to being done. When I feel like my timing is slow, I remind myself that the farmer doesn't blame the field in April. It's not too late for the seed. It is underground, doing the same thing that seeds do at night. And let gratitude be your daily bread. Kind of gratitude that doesn't just say thank you when I get the answer, but the kind that shows up every day. Thank you for the food, the air, the roof, and the person who really wanted to know how you were. Being thankful does something in the invisible that not all of my kids understand. It makes everything it touches bigger. 10 lepers were healed on the road, and one came back to say thanks. That one left with more than just clean skin. He left whole. Thanksgiving is what makes them different, and you can enjoy it whenever you wake up for free, but you do need to pay attention. You will also notice that as this work goes on, you don't need other people's approval as much as you used to. You didn't know how long and hard that hunger drove you. The giving, the performing, and the quiet trying out for people who weren't really paying attention. It's losing its hold now that the heart knows it is loved and doesn't need to be given anything else. Let what I think about you be the loudest thing in the room. I made you. I picked you. I've never felt bad when I looked at you. When that truth settles in, you'll walk into rooms differently. You won't need people to clap, so you can just serve. Also, don't hate the day of small beginnings. When my people rebuilt the temple, the elders sobbed out loud because the new foundation looked so small next to the old house. But I asked them the same thing I'm asking you now. Who would dare to hate the day of little things? I didn't need to see the plumb line because the builder already had it. What you have now might seem small compared to what you dreamed of in the past. Still build. I judge a work by how faithful it is, not by how big it is. His servant could only see one cloud the size of a man's hand from the mountain. However, in just 1 hour, it had rained so hard that the sky was black. Often, the start of things in my kingdom is small on purpose, so that the end will have my mark on it instead of yours. Take care of what you have and bring me something to multiply. Do not misunderstand the quiet parts of this change. Some days, nothing seems to move, the old pull comes back, and you question whether anything I said this hour was true. To see, growth doesn't keep a calendar. A bamboo farmer waters land that doesn't show him anything for a long time. Then, in one season, the shoot grows faster than all the trees around it. The show comes on quickly. There was never any growth. So, don't judge anything by the ground itself. Use my word as a guide. It never comes back to me empty. Also, stay soft through it all. My child, this is important. People will offer you a tougher heart as a safety reward. A lot of people pay it and get smaller inside their own armor. Turn down the trade. You can be smart without being cold, safe without being walled off, and strong without being pointy. Even though the road has hurt the reed, I don't break. When the candle is low, I don't put it out. Kindness toward yourself and the people I put in your path is very important. You've talked to yourself in ways that you would never talk to someone you love. From now on, talk to yourself like you would talk to a child you love. That's really what you are after all. This is how it looks. Under the work that can be seen is this deep work. The small gift I'm giving you this year is provision. Being the person you are becoming while you wait for it is a better gift. It is clearer, more stable, kinder, harder to trick, and easier to bless. You will understand why the road went the way it did when both gifts, provision and a ready heart, come together. You will not wish a mile of it away. Now, close your eyes, my child, because this last word is the one I want you to say this hour. All of the things I've said today add up to one charge. Don't move forward when you no longer feel scared or when your bank account is full. Not when there is an answer for every question. Now, even though you're scared and have questions, you should move forward because the promise doesn't wait for you to be sure. It waits for you on the path of obedience. Abraham only had a voice with him when he left, no map. The voice turned out to be better than any map. Your voice sounds the same. You've heard it the whole hour. Let it be enough and do something. Do what you know to be the right thing to do. There's a job you've been putting off. A conversation that you put off. A start that you keep going to next week. My provision loves to go down the path of small obediences. Before the flower grew, the widow gathered sticks. Helpers put plain water into the jars before it turned pink and turned into wine. The sick people were healed as they went, not before. When you do the little thing in front of you, heaven will come to you. I don't often have to steer a ship that won't leave port. And when you go out, be ready for opposition, but don't let it scare you. When a new season comes around, it's time to face new challenges. For a while, discouragement might be stronger. Doubts from the past may come back in new clothes. People who knew the old you might not like the new you. This doesn't mean you've lost my way. It usually means you found it, since no one shoots arrows into an empty field. Do not give up. The shield of faith isn't just for looks. If you lift it, the fairy darts will land safely. I did not bring you through all that you have been through just to lose you at the edge of your inheritance. Don't forget to rest either. As holy as any other order I've given you today, this one is too. You were not made to hold up under constant stress, and getting provision only to find that you're broken is a bad trade. I built rest into the rhythm of making things, and I stopped not because I was tired, but so I could show you the pattern. Don't feel bad about going to sleep, Sabbath without saying sorry. It's not your job to keep the world together, so it won't fall apart while you sleep. I was, and I'm still not tired. Keep this hour in your mind. There will be times when the sky turns gray and the old voices try to get back in. And you'll need an altar to look back on those days. This should be that altar. When Israel crossed the Jordan, I told them to pick up 12 stones from the bottom of the river and stack them on the bank. That way, they could point to these stones and say, "This is where the water split." These words are like stones for you. Go back to them. When the days are gray, tell your soul, "I know who spoke those words over me and what they were." And his word has never been thrown down. Let me make it clear what I've shown you today in pieces. I told it to end, so the long squeeze of lack is over. When I hold the key, doors open that no one else can close. You are not a beggar when you come to my table. You are an heir, so raise your head. Your mouth can help you make peace with God, so use it. You are where you are on purpose, and more than you can see is watching over you, so don't be afraid. You are being formed from the inside out, so wait for the shaping to finish. Every single one of those words is set. None of them depend on how you feel in the morning. They depend on me being honest. And my loyalty has lasted longer than any empire that ever had doubts about it. I know that there were times during this hour when fear and hope were fighting inside you. That argument doesn't bother me. Bring it to me every day. Come as you are, whether you're dressed for work or just tired, with strong faith, or the kind of faith that grows from a mustard seed. You and I will talk like friends. There are no hours written on my door. Your voice never gets old to me. I have made so many amazing things, like seas, stars, and mountains, that it's impossible to list them all. But the most wonderful thing to me is still my child's trusting heart. Now go about your normal evening, but know that nothing about it is normal anymore. Someone else will be in the same rooms. A different heart will feel the same pain. Keep an eye out for my hand in the wee hours and little graces. Say something good about what I promised. Make the person whose face I put in front of you stronger. Make sure your room inside is quiet enough to hear me, for in the coming days, I'll have more to say to you. I want you to be close enough to hear it. The peace I leave you with now is not the peace of the world, which changes with the news. It gives me peace. The ones that slept in the bow of a boat while it was being tossed around by a storm. The kind that can eat with a steady hand while sitting at a table with enemies. As these words end, let it sink in. Leave it there until the silence comes back. You're not the same person you were at the start of this hour. Plans were made, things were broken, doors were opened, and a part of you said, yes, I will always be with you. Not now, but when the answer comes. Right now, while we wait work and move forward tonight. Before you knew it, I had you locked up. You will remember this hour for a long time, but I will keep you still. This week, nothing that comes at you is stronger than the person who goes before you. There is nothing in your past that is louder than what I said about your future. And nothing in the world will ever be able to separate you from my love. Not height, not depth, and not anything else. Go into that love. Stand in that order. Enjoy that peace. Now, before you leave, let your last word to me be the first word of your new season. So, give a true answer, yes, Father. May it happen in my life. Everything I have covered across this channel is now in one place. The prayers, the teachings, the daily blessings, it is all inside the Daily Miracle Manual. Link in the description. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. The complete guide, every daily prayer, Every spiritual tool, everything I've put together to help you grow your faith is down in the description. It's called the Daily Miracle Manual. Now stay right here with me, because as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. We only get help from viewers. Scan the QR code or look at the pinned comment to get content that is only available to members. Have a great day. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.